Today, the news emerges of President Biden's pardoning of his son Hunter. Now, we need to look into this grand spectacle that is justice in the United States when it brushes up against the towering edifice of the presidency, because it's happened twice in this last week. Once with respect to Donald Trump's cases, which have now been effectively dismissed because he's going to be president, and now this recent pardon of Hunter Biden by his father, President Joe Biden, is a case study in the futility of holding the politically powerful or their progeny accountable within the American judicial framework. Hunter Biden's legal saga was rife with drama: a gun purchase under false pretenses, years of tax evasion, and a lifestyle that could rival a Hollywood film script. Yet, despite assurances from the president himself that no pardon would be forthcoming, Hunter now walks free, his slate wiped clean. The pardon, a full and unconditional absolution, not only quashes pending criminal cases but extends immunity to his foreign dealings during a tumultuous decade. What can we say? How convenient. What a shame that Louise Haig's father is not president of the United States. President Biden justified his extraordinary reversal by decrying the process of the charges against and justice process against his son as politically motivated, a claim that may well have merit. But is he saying that the legal process therefore was wrong? You have to pause and consider, does this assertion absolve Biden from his public pledge to uphold the judicial process? If politics infects the justice system, as Biden contends, his intervention confirms its vulnerability rather than mending its faults. It's a declaration that power, not principle, rules in the USA. Republicans naturally are incensed. Their outrage rings hollow when you think of the Republican Party's own history of presidential clemency. Trump pardoned allies and family members alike, from his son-in-law to Capitol rioters. Bill Clinton, well, at least his promise to pardon the rioters. Bill Clinton too extended mercy to his half-brother. And then there's Nixon. Pardons, it seems, are the ultimate family loyalty program in Washington, exclusive to those whose relatives or friends hold the Oval Office. What makes the Hunter Biden pardon particularly egregious is its timing. With weeks left in Biden's term and Donald Trump poised to return to power, the optics to this are devastating. This pardon underscores a grim reality. The president can effectively act as a judicial deus ex machina, rescuing family and friends and allies from the legal consequences of their actions with the stroke of a pen. For Hunter Biden, who faced the possibility of years in prison, the pardon not only averts justice but also signals to the public that connections to power make justice irrelevant. Meanwhile, Trump himself enjoys a new shield, a Supreme Court ruling affirming near total presidential immunity. His criminal cases, including a landmark conviction, have stalled and he's unlikely to face jail time. This is such a turnaround from the beginning of the year. The message is clear. Justice in the United States is less blind and more selective. For presidents and their kin, it's not a matter of law, but of leverage. And this isn't merely a partisan issue, but an issue of system. When leaders justify selective pardons as redressing perceived injustice, they erode faith in the rule of law throughout the country and possibly the world. By pardoning Hunter Biden feeds the very cynicism that Trump's administration thrives on. The spectacle becomes a farce where promises of integrity collapse under the weight of political expediency. In the end, the pardon does little to serve Hunter Biden or his legacy. His statement, pledging to devote his life to others, suffers to those who suffer from addiction, may be sincere, yet it's overshadowed by the grime of special treatment, the taint Similarly, Biden's own reputation for decency, a cornerstone of his campaign, has been compromised, with his opponents gleefully pointing to this act as evidence of his hypocrisy. It's, he leaves the office a lesser man. Justice is a pliable concept when viewed through the lens of political survival. And this does nothing to recommend the presidential system. The presidential pardon, the power of the presidential pardon, intended as a tool for mercy, has become a weapon to shield the powerful and the inner circle from the consequences of their actions. It doesn't matter whether you're Republican or whether you are Democrat. It doesn't matter whether you are the president or part of the president's family, whether you're the president or one of his close friends, whether you're the president or the past president. What matters is your association with the presidency itself and with the ability to engineer a pardon. In this environment, we can't even call this justice at all. This is time wasting. This is time wasting, and this is a travesty and a shame. And this is the example that is given to the world. It cheapens the debate completely.